All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Headshot. Thank you for joining us today on a very beautiful day. The weather has warmed up. I think our cold weather is behind us here in the south, and I am glad, at least in South Carolina anyways. So thank you for joining us. And you know, I did a review, oh geez, I gotta keep this open. I did a review probably, I don't know, maybe a month ago on the new Indian Chieftain Dark Horse. And in that video I said that I would absolutely trade my Street Glide in for that specific Indian. I got some comments, I thought about it, and now I want to tell you if I would actually do that. Hey, by the way, we are affiliated now with Revzilla and J&P Cycles. Can you believe it? We got to the point where companies want to work with us, and that's pretty cool. Those companies are awesome. I'm gonna leave a link down below. I don't need to sell you on those companies, they sell themselves, but if you shop there, use those links. That helps us out. Thank you very much. All right, so would I actually trade it? Now let me provide some context. Let me tell you what I like and what I don't like about both companies and or bikes. One thing I love about Harley-Davidson is the community. Like, let's say you're just starting out and you don't know a lot of people. If you want to get into a community of bikers, then Harley-Davidson always has events. They always have things you can show up to and kind of meet people and all of that kind of good stuff. So that's a really good thing. The community for Harley is awesome, and that kind of leads to the fact that they've been around forever, consistently. Since 1903, Harley-Davidson has been there, and they've built a huge network of dealerships, community. It's just huge. So that's one thing. Now Indian does do that. At least my local Indian dealer does put on events and stuff, just much more so with Harley-Davidson. Does that mean anything to you? I don't know, but I'm just telling you what I like about both. All right. To me, it seems like, obviously, you know, people kind of call Indian a copier. They copy everything Harley does. I don't, yeah, it's sometimes in the aesthetics, it does look like that, obviously. But like with their bobber series, you have 100 horsepower in a bike that's about the same weight as an iron. You know, you still don't even get that, and I don't even think out of an iron 1200, you know, or even the 48 or whatever. You know, you don't get 100 horsepower out of those bikes. So they do try different things. I don't, you know, they're, oh, what the hell is that bike? It's like the sport bike, man. I'm blanking out. I can never remember that. I really can never remember it anyways. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That was a really good thing that Indian did. FTR, that's what it is, FTR. And that was totally different. So no, they don't copy Harley on everything, but in their touring bikes, there's a certain look that you expect. And I to be honest with you, how many different types of variations of a fairing can you really get? Now they do look different. If you look at them close enough, they absolutely look different. We'll get into that here in a minute, but I'm just saying it's not a total copy. But like the Challenger, to me, it may be a little bit similar, but they're not that similar at all. Okay, it's not a direct copy. So I do appreciate that Indian's trying that, and Harley's trying a lot of different things now too. So you know, that they have to. There's no doubt about that. Performance, you got to give it to Indian. They're stepping it up consistently. You know, now they got the 116 Thunderstroke, and yeah, a little bit bigger than Harley's engine. So you know, they're always going to kind of go up like that. I don't know who has the better performance. Indian does have the different ride modes. Okay, you can change on the fly. They also have locking and unlocking saddlebags with a remote or on the dash, and you don't have to go up to the CVO. You gotta go with the CVO in a Street Glide or a Road Glide to get that option with Harley. Now maybe you can add it aftermarket, I don't know. I'm just talking about factory to factory options. come on, man. For about the same money, that's a huge feature. That's an awesome feature, dude. I hate getting down there with a barrel key and all that kind of crap. Indian does those different things, different ride modes, like I said. And that ride mode, especially the sport one, that's huge, man. That's awesome. I love that feature, dude. I love it. All right, so they do give you a little bit more for the money too, I think. TPMS sensors. You know, I mean, now Harley has added those, you know, so I can't really say that they haven't, but, you know, Indian's been doing that for a while. I just think that you get more with the Indian bike. That's just my opinion. One thing about Indian, though, and here's where I start to shy away just a little bit, because I know in 10 years, no matter what anybody says, I know that Indian or Harley-Davidson is going to be here. And I know if I take a cross-country trip and I have a problem, or if I want to get something, or whatever the case may be, I know there's going to be tons of Harley dealers across the United States, everywhere. You know, I know I'll get that support for my motorcycle. With Indian, they've been sold and bought and sold so many times. I don't know who they're going to be owned by in 10 years, or are they going to be here in 10 years? I have no clue. That, as a consumer, worries me. Does it not worry you? You know, I mean, I love Indian, man. I really do. I think what they're doing is awesome. But as a consumer, that worries me a little bit, okay? So that's one thing you definitely have to consider as a consumer. You got a warranty, you want to get your bike serviced, whatever. You know, I know Harley-Davidson is going to be there. They're going to go through ups and downs, but they're still going to be there. So, and I hope Indian's there too. Harley needs that competition. They needed to keep up and keep pushing the bar. We need those two companies, especially as cruiser riders. You know, there's other people that make cruisers, but I don't even pay attention to them. Okay, all right. You have the gold wings and stuff. That's not my thing, though, man. That not yet. You know, my grandfather bought and rode Harleys his entire life. The only reason he doesn't have one now, the only reason, is because he said he wanted to just be a little bit more chill now. He didn't want to go to the bars. He just wants to ride now. So he went with a gold wing. And I could tell when he told me that it kind of kills him a little bit, you know, to not be a part of that Harley community, because I have pictures of him back in the 70s and 80s, man, and that, oh God, it seemed like a simpler time. So I kind of envy that a little bit. But you know what I mean? It's that community and that feeling, man. Like when you tell somebody, hey, what do you ride? I have a Harley-Davidson Street Glide. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. There's that nostalgia, and Harley-Davidson, all-American company, that it's really, really hard to get away from. So let's say, and also the aesthetics of the bikes. Even though I personally love the way the new Indians look, there's a few things like the saddlebags. The Harley ones to me just look better. The fairing looks a little better. So that's stuff that I can't really quantify, or I can't really, like, you know, that's just my opinion. I just like the way they look a little bit better. I don't think the Indians are ugly. Some people think they're just absolutely ugly. Some people think Harleys are ugly. I don't know who those people are, but I'm sure they're out there. You know, aesthetically and all the things that I mentioned. So let's say money's not an issue and I can just go up there and I can trade, or I can pick whichever one that I want. Would I actually trade my Street Glide for the Indian? Probably. Do I get the option of keeping both? No, I don't. Man. Maybe. I know that's not the answer anyway, y'all. I don't think I could commit to it because all the things I just mentioned. I love the community. I love Harley and what they stand for. I like Indian though too, so I'm kind of, that's a tough one, dude. That's a tough one. You know, if you as a consumer, okay, that's me. I don't think I could do it, man. I really just thinking about it, I don't think I could. But keep in mind, when I'm doing these reviews though too, I'm looking at it not just through my lens, but how would a consumer look at this? You know, when you compare the Street Glide and the Chieftain, you get the TPMS, you get the all blacked out look, you get the saddlebags, you get the slam look, you get the bigger motor, you get the ride modes, you get the what else? I'm missing something. Oh, the unlock and locking saddlebags with a remote for not that much more money, very little money. In Harley, you got to step up so much. That's why I wish Harley-Davidson would kind of backtrack a little bit and say, hey, what do we need to give these guys maybe to, you know, to give them a little bit more value? Because Indian's killing them in the value. That's my opinion. I think Indian kills it in value, no doubt. Same warranty, same everything. So that's how I'm looking at those reviews as a consumer as well. I think the Indian is a better value and probably just as good of a motorcycle. There's just some reservations that I still just kind of have there. So hey, I don't know, as I ride more Indians and hopefully more Harleys, that's a story for a whole nother day, because I've been willing to travel an hour and a half, 2 hours to go just do test rides like I do with Indian. I've been willing to do that with Harley-Davidson. I have a shop 20 minutes down the road. I can't get anybody to let me in the door. So anyways, it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about that, but that's neither here nor there. The thing is, man, I don't think I could do it right now. I really don't. I love the brand too much. I love the bike too much, and the aesthetics. It's just my opinion, but it's tough. Hey, I want to hear what your opinion is down below, because I'm sure this will get some comments. Let me know what you think. Would you trade your Harley in for an Indian? I definitely want to hear what y'all have to say about this. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. And as always, hold the rubber side down.